a theme, which is, I mean, they're not advocates, they're not champions, but there's something because of what they do and how they're using the product. So, for example, MailChimp is doing videos all around to really showcase the small business owners. Yeah, those are small business owners that happen to use MailChimp. Yes. But it's really small business owners. Yes. And they create a whole, it's almost like a little documentary. Yeah. So it's really saying, hey, how do we make the content strategy, and therefore the social strategy, all pivot around these people? Okay, and from a marketing standpoint, you go, well, what do we call these people?
These people are the people that are using it, or is it also the agency?
The agency. Yes. I'm only talking about the agency, how they've been set up for success because they've already bought into what Wix is doing to support agencies. So this means video content, and again, the video content doesn't have to be some form of document. It can simply be interviews with them.
So we have a few campaigns that are in the works. More like think of they'll be deployed to buying media. Things that we're doing is WordPress is the default competitor, right? In many cases, although there's others too, like Webflow and all that. So, for example, one of the things that we're doing, we're listening to a lot of the conversations that we have with agencies, that the salespeople have with agencies, and we have one. Giving you as an idea, what we're doing is we'll either use the recording of those calls, or basically say based on a call. And so it can be a video, it will be basically a video where you listen to a guy that thinks that Wix is not right for them and how we convince them to use Wix, and at the same time the visuals will be like he'll basically, I didn't know I can do this, I didn't know I can do this, and at the end he'll be a user and we'll show in parallel at the same time a visual of the things that the guy on the phone is convincing the agency guy to do. So that's an example. We also have some agencies that can talk, that can be case studies. They're just not, we don't have the amazing ones yet, right?
Well, that's okay. Some of them. Okay, because most agencies that you sell to aren't amazing ones. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. But it's really saying, what is the central pivot point that everything wraps around? And I think it's really got to be showcasing the day-to-day challenges, pain, and successes of these agency folks. And that can be done in multiple ways, obviously. The blog post, podcast, webinar where they're on panels and you talk about the problem. But that's got to be the central thematic. Right? That builds a content strategy. The social, we definitely need different Twitter handles, different Instagram, whatever, to really address this. But then it's really going, now let's pull another target around who's influencing these people. It's the same thing. Right? Build a relationship, showcase them. And then it really is the tactical stuff of let's understand the right hashtags that this audience cares about, let's understand their articles and clubs they're sharing, so we're not making it all about us. Right? And sharing all the content out. But I think that's the key thing.
And what about then the influencers, outsiders, internal events, talking at events and all that stuff?
Well, it's really, so step one is finding out who the influencers. Step two, thinking about how to collaborate with them. And part of collaboration is writing checks for them. Part of collaboration is doing everything we can to help them look good, which is, showcasing them as much as possible. Your byline, every time you have a byline, guess what? You're including a quote or two from influencers. So all of a sudden, your byline is really about shining the light on others. Right? And then that really becomes your thought leadership path. Because everyone will look at you and go, well, you're not a designer or you're not whatever. But your role as an influencer to be the ones that finds these other people who are doing awesome things and shining the light on them. Right? Because I believe that's where influence is going. Moving from the look how important and great I am, look how many followers I have, to I'm the influencer that discovers the people really doing the magic out there. Right? And that you would be really good at.
Yeah.
You know,
when I was in Miami not too long ago for an event that we had, like a local event. I wanted to see how we're doing it, and then the guy who runs the community asked me to say a few words. He kind of interviewed me. He works for me, and it was like unplanned, but like naturally, what came up for me was like like I was talking about like why I believe in Wix and why I'm here, and I immediately, naturally, I wore my agency hat from before, and I talk about why I think the challenge is interesting as a marketing person, but I also talked about why I think that this is a great tool for agencies if these and these things are done right. So that's the one thing that my background can potentially leverage. I can potentially leverage my background.
Absolutely can. So it's really a question of how you leverage your background.
Yes.
You know, we talk clients this all the time because everybody wants to talk about themselves and the product. So you can leverage your agency background and go, hey, as an agency person, blah, blah, blah. And now let me tell you the story of another agency person I met that's using it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the story of why they decided to use it and how amazing they are. Let me tell you the story of, right?
Yeah.
That's the part that's great.
Yeah.
And then the beautiful from a social standpoint is every time we reference someone else, we can tag them in the post, we share it out, their network then shares it because it's about them, right? You know, a bigger company, then that bigger company social team shares it because it's about them, right? And all those folks are thanking us because we're the ones that put the light on them.
Yeah.
That's the viral mechanism, right?
Yeah.
You know, and you can even create your own sort of branding that really says, look, my job really is to shine a light to shine a light on others that are doing it. And let's get the truth from them. You know, and you see yourself through the fireside chats, and you're now the moderator versus being the person interviewed. And you're asking them, well, what are the challenges that made you decide web? Hey, common perception is you should be WordPress. Why did you decide not to do so much more compelling?
You mean if I ask them?
It's always so much more compelling being the moderator than it is the one being interviewed per se, right? Because you decide the questions that are being asked, you decide, So it's much more powerful when you're a moderator interviewing three people. And what they say is viewed as much more credible than someone presenting from the company why the company is so great.
Yeah. No, totally.
Right? So,
or if you present as the company, it still needs to be a little bit more like a take more of an evangelist role versus trying to push a product.
You know, at events when they do a survey of the crowd after and they go, hey, which presentation did you like the most? Which did you like least? The one that is always voted least is the one that's too promotional.
Yeah.
Always the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CEO kept talking all about their damn product.
Yeah.
Right? That isn't helpful to me. Right? So it's really going, how do you leverage it? Show. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's a sexy company or a little company, because a lot of the buyers are what? The little guys.
Yeah.
Right? So that works out really, really well. So you start to say events, content, social, all of this is how do we shine the light on agencies, how do we shine the light on influencers at agencies, how do we collaborate around content where that content is coming. So even if you're putting together an infographic or a predictions post or any of these things, what do you do? You're reaching out to people to get theirs. You're still throwing yours in. But it's with everyone else. And much more credibility. Just like if you're doing a podcast or a video series, it's much better to have a guest host versus have someone from the company be the host.
Yeah, no, totally.
So it's all these very simple things. But if you're emerging into a market, it's much better to have people champion you or seemingly champion you than let's try to win it by spending more. Because it's all bullshit, right? At the end of the day, we don't care. We hear from other people like us, now we're like, oh. So that's why I say the central thematic. Once you plug into that, well, social's how easy. Social is doing the same thing. We're just sharing content from Wix. It's just about other people, tagging and using the right hashtags and tapping into the right influencers and making them look good. The paid side works really well affected that way too.
What do you think about being part of existing events versus starting to build our own thing towards maybe.
Yeah, I tend to think there's 3 tracks, right? So there's the big industry event you have to be at. Why? Because your buyers are here.
Yeah.
Okay? Number 1. Or your partners.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to be there. Then you got to build your own event. Even if it's